I'm on an Elizabeth Line train heading for Manor Park as I begin episode 2 of TFL by Postcode in E12. E12 is made up of Manor Park, Little Ilford, Plashet and part of Aldersbrook. This postcode has 2 train stations, Manor Park on the Elizabeth Line and Woodgrange Park on the London Overground. Both stations are in between zones 3 and 4. All areas are served by London buses and of course London Dial-A-Ride. Let's continue with the video.
Next station, Manor Park.
Welcome to Manor Park Station. I'm going to let the train leave and then I'm going to do a brief history and stats of this station. Now, in these past 2 years, 1.977 million passengers have come to this station, which was opened in 1873 by the Great Eastern Railway on a line between Bishopsgate and Romford. Now, I'd like to point out that Greater Anglia trains pass this station, and you can get a beautiful view of them from the footbridge, which we'll come to in just a moment. Now, you will notice that on platform 4 there is some original no roundel signage, Manor Park. Now, this station has step-free access, meaning that there is a lift. I'm going to time how long it takes to get from platform level to footbridge level.
Doors opening. Lift going up.
Right, so I'm going inside the lift and I'm going to start the stopwatch
Doors closing.
as soon as we start travelling upwards. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, that was 11 seconds and
Doors opening.
11 milliseconds. Like many other TFL rail stations transitioning to the Elizabeth Line, Manor Park got a brand new footbridge. It boasts very scenic views and connects platforms 1, 2 and 3 with the exit. Next, I went past the ticket hall and out into the fresh air as I began to explore the area. Here we are at Station Road, which shows the entrance to Manor Park Station. Yes, and here you've got special bicycle racks. Each one is an individual letter. When you put all the letters together, it spells the word Manor Park. And of course, there is a bus connection right outside the station. Now you may notice something very interesting. When you walk down Romford Road, you see roads called 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th Avenue. I've never seen something like this in the UK. Maybe that's just me. Here we are at 8th Avenue. Right, so now I'm walking down Romford Road. I'm going to turn left here onto Rabbits Road. Yes, and when you're here on Rabbits Road, do check out the library. Keep on walking down Rabbits Road and you'll get to a bridge. And if you take your camera and place it over it, you can get brilliant shots of Elizabeth Line trains. But if you don't have a camera, you can look through these little holes in the bridge and you still get a great view. I wonder if these holes were made especially for train spotters like us, or was it just part of the building works? Let me know in the comments below. And if you walk a bit further down Rabbits Road, you get to this point, which is where Epping Forest begins. In my opinion, one of the best places to go and relax in nature. There are 2 parks in E12, Plashet Park and Little Ilford Park. I went to check out the latter, but it's not the best place for a picnic, considering you have the roaring A406 just beyond the trees. So this flyover right here marks the border between E12 and IG1, so between Greater London and Outer London. And right here behind me is a sign which marks the point where Newark begins. I crossed the road and stumbled on something very interesting. And right here in Manor Park is the Tunnelling and Underground Construction Academy, and behind that, funnily enough, is actually the tracks of the Elizabeth line. In Manor Park, catch the bus route 25 and it will take you to City Thameslink station in the centre of London. If you catch bus route 86, it will take you all the way to Stratford, and most of the time the route it will use will be along Romford Road. Last on my list to tick off was Woodgrange Park Station. Right, here we have it, Woodgrange Park Station. We've got a beautiful brick entrance, really nice views outside the station, and of course a bus connection. Now let's go and check out the station. I went down to platform 1 at Woodgrange Park Station, and checking what time my train would arrive, I started to find out a bit more about the station itself. Right, so between 2021 and 2022, 732,000 people had their journeys starting or ending here at Woodgrange Park, and that is actually much more than the previous 2 years, 2020 and 2021, in which there were 450,000 people, and that's probably because of lockdown. But even after lockdown, still this station has a lot of people coming here. So the train pulling in behind me is a C2C train, and I'll show you a very detailed map about how all of these connections work. So when C2C rail trains come in from Stratford, they pass Forest Gate, they do not stop there, and then they do not continue further down the Elizabeth line. Instead, they turn right into Woodgrange Park Station, they do not stop there either, and then continue down the line all the way to Barking Station. I was lucky enough to capture a shot of one of the cargo trains passing the station, and I was delighted to see it. The train arriving at the station and departing from it concluded TFL in E12.